Alright, let's check this out.
Welcome to First Art Gallery, the premier online provider of handmade oil reproductions. I'm Larry Withers. You're here because you understand the difference between a mere poster and a hand-painted fine art oil reproduction. There's no comparison for color richness, dimension, uniqueness, and the sheer joy of knowing that an artist was able to recreate one of the world's great works of art. Since its founding 15 years ago, First Art Gallery has produced tens of thousands of oil painting reproductions for happy customers the world over, in 120 countries. Is it any wonder then that we have a 5-star rating with Trustpilot, with a 98% customer satisfaction score? Moreover, our purchases are covered by a 365-day money-back guarantee. So shopping with us is 100% risk-free. How good are our hand-painted reproductions? These side-by-side comparisons will give you a good idea. The works on the left were created by our artists. On the right is the original. We have 2,500 such examples, and we encourage you to examine them yourself.
The Hindenburg was about 125 feet in length and had a diameter of 41
brushes and painted on the finest. If you can find a certain painting in our collection or would like to have a custom painting created from any photo or digital image, please click on the Request a Quote button, fill out the form, and we'll provide you with a no-obligation custom price quote. And dozens of video testimonials. Our artists are trained in the various techniques employed by the great masters, using the exact same pigments, brushes, and painted on the finest quality linen canvas. It's no wonder that many of our customers are repeat customers, having purchased from us for years, some for more than a decade. Please take a moment and read from hundreds of testimonials going back as far as 2007, and dozens of video testimonials from customers from all over the world. Directly
When we received this beautiful painting,
Thanks
we
for
could see
watching,
that it was
and we
packaged with
invite
great
you to view our
security.
other
And as
videos,
soon as we
including
unpacked it, we could
how
smell
to
the
use
fresh
our
paint,
website,
which
how to
indicated
place
the
an
true
order,
quality of the
how to
service.
choose the perfect frame for
So
your
go
painting,
ahead and browse
how
our
to hang your
website,
painting,
where you
and
can
more.
find more than
To see these and
300,000
other
works of
videos,
art.
follow the
Select
link
your
below.
desired size, securely place your order, and within 3 weeks, you will receive your own custom-made, hand-painted masterpiece delivered directly to your door. Thanks for watching, and we invite you to view our other videos, including how to use our website, how to place an order, how to choose the perfect frame for your painting, how to hang your painting, and more. To see these and other videos, follow the link below.
A solid black background in a mugshot could result in the subject's facial features being overexposed and washed out. A solid white
not sure if
background
this is what you're
could
looking
result
for,
in the
but here's
subject's
a
facial
picture of a
features
lady
being
fighter's bosom with
underexposed
an axe and
and
a
dark.
sword. It looks like she's wearing some sort of
Photography
breastplate,
companies
but I
have
don't know if it's
established a
breastplate
specific
or
shade of
breastplate.
gray as the ideal luminosity for proper exposure. On a scale where white is 100% reflectance and black is 0% reflectance, that shade is identified as 18% reflectance gray. The exact duplication of this shade is not critical. However, it does need to be gray to avoid interfering with the automatic color settings of your digital camera. Also, it should have a matte or non-glossy finish to avoid glare. The other background consideration involves having shapes in the photograph that facial recognition software may mistake for facial features. These sometimes include wood grain, cinder blocks, wallpaper, shadows, texture, mirrors, and even other people. Height charts and handheld placards will also interfere with recognition, and you should consider whether their usefulness outweighs their drawbacks. In order for facial recognition software to find the face, the background should be completely smooth and featureless. If the wall that you are using for a mugshot background is already smooth, then it can be painted with the previously mentioned paint. If it is not smooth, an easy remedy is to paint a sheet of lumber and mount it permanently to the wall. A heavy primer may be necessary to cover the texture of the grain and knots in the wood. The auto exposure capabilities of today's digital cameras and a gray background should provide for exposure considerations when taking booking photos. However, steps still need to be taken to correct problems with the intensity and harshness of the light, as well as the location of the light source.
A vice is a practice, behavior, or habit generally
While many
considered immoral,
consumer-grade cameras
sinful,
can take
criminal,
recognizable
rude,
photographs
taboo,
in low light,
depraved, or
the sharpness
degrading
of
in
the
the
picture can
associated
be severely
society.
degraded
For
due
example,
to light
if you smoke
amplification
a cigarette,
features
it
of
is
the
considered
camera
to be a
or
vice.
motion blur.
If you drink alcohol,
Lights
you are
placed
considered
too
to have
directly
consumed
overhead
alcohol
or
and vice.
uneven, harsh light sources can cast
Jesus
shadows on the
Malverde,
face and
pronounced
background
Jesus
that obscure
Malber,
facial
Bad Green
characteristics
Jesus,
and
possibly
interfere with
born
the
as
facial
Jesus
recognition
Juarez
software.
Mazo Campos, 1870 to
A flash mounted on the
1909,
camera creates
sometimes known as the
red
Cuba
eye,
Lord, Angel of the
shadows.
Poor, or the Narco Saint, is a folklore hero in the Mexican state of Sinaloa. He is a Robin Hood type villain. He was supposed to have stolen from the rich to give to the poor. In some versions he was betrayed and killed by a friend. In others he was offered a pardon if he could steal the governor's sword, or in some versions his daughter. The bandit succeeded, but this only pushed Cañedo into hunting him down. His
Two
body
of
was
these
buried in a
fixtures can be
cairn,
hung in
and his
front of your
bones were
booking
thrown onto them as a
photographic
sign of
location.
respect, and gave the
They should
person the
provide
right to make a
sufficient light
petition to
to
his
reduce
spirit.
problems with
The
low light
original
under
site was
exposure
built over in the
and mixture
1970s amid much
Because of their
controversy,
size
and a new
light
shrine was
diffusion
built on the
coverage,
site.
the problems of harshness and shadows should be eliminated on both the face
We now
and the
show
background.
several more examples.
On a typical 8-foot ceiling, these fixtures should be hung about 5 feet in front of your photographic background. They should be angled downward at about 45 degrees and inward to get the maximum light on the face of the person being photographed. Any variation in this lighting setup that provides a desirable light source will be helpful. The goal is a bright, soft light that fills in the shadows. It is strongly advised that these light fixtures be professionally installed according to local building codes and in a manner that will preclude the possibility of injury.
It kind of got to the point where they slowed.
It is important that the person being photographed is looking directly at the camera with their full face and ears exposed and without any facial expression.
I think I was kind of just
Tilting the head side to side or rotation of the head can cause inaccurate facial
And I
measurements
just
that
wanted
may
to
result in
care
face
about-
recognition
I
challenges.
wanted a person to
that
care
case,
about me.
additional
be loved,
detail is
so at
crucial
that
to
point,
recognize the desired
I
category,
just
both
didn't really
for the
know what to
computer
do.
and
Last week on the
Pictures should be
podcast that we
framed
brought you a
to
segment
include from
about
side
a
to
robotic
top of the
chemist,
head
a machine
to
that
where
could
the
learn
meets the
and
top of the
automatically
chest.
carry out tens of experiments a day in the quest
All
for
hair
a
should be
reaction.
pinned back,
This
or at
was
least
a
tucked
new
behind
study,
the ears so it
but
does
the
not
idea
obscure
of
any
automatic
part of the
machines
face.
is not a
In
particularly
many
new
cases,
one.
Head
rough
covering
overall
should be
This
design
week
removed
in
unless
Nature's
they
Books
serve
and
a
Art
medical
section,
quite
or
similar.
there's an
religious
essay on
purpose.
Only by
humanity's
adding or
relationship
removing
with
small
these
details,
And
automata
glasses should be
throughout
removed
history.
the
for the
desired
primary
I went
photo.
up to the University of Cambridge
Other
to meet one of
obstructions
the
to
two
the face,
authors,
such as
Kanta
excess
Duhal.
makeup and
She explained to me
piercings,
just
should be
how long
removed.
automatic machines
Here,
have been
we
a
show
part
several
of
more
human
examples of
culture.
this.
Automata are actually
Individuals
thousands of
intentionally
years old.
avoiding looking
So they
straight
were
into the
both
camera may be
being
using this
actually
as a means
built
to counter
by
facial
engineers,
recognition
and
software.
there were lots of
Make
stories
every effort
about
to gain compliance with the
fantastical
photographs.
automata created by the gods that could do even more amazing things
1876,
than these
London
engineers
police had
could.
amassed
So in the
43,000
Iliad,
mugshots,
which was
but they were virtually
written roughly
useless
800
because there was
BC,
no practical
Homer
way to search
describes ideas of the god Hephaestus
Facial
making
recognition software and algorithms
robot
are
women, but
making
also
amazing
automatic
strides in narrowing
tripods to
down
help him in his
suspects
forge.
based on
Do you
photographs.
personally, when you look back
They
at, I
also
guess,
are
all these
virtually
descriptions,
useless
do you
without
have a
quality
favorite
mugshots
example
taken
of one?
at the
looking
booking
for.
site.
So
But I can tell you
one
that it's
I
not a
really
normal
like
darkroom
is,
Your
darkroom.
efforts to
Talos.
ensure
It's a
It's a special type of
fictional one.
darkroom called a
Talos
dye
was,
transfer
of future investigation,
which uses a chemical
and the
process
interdiction
called
say the first
funicular,
killer
which
robot.
is a type of dye
And
that is
he-
used to
he
destroy
was a
negative to
bronze
positive photographic film
man-shaped,
transparencies on
robot
photographic
that
paper.
could move by
The
itself
process
and
uses
walk
13
around
layers
the
of
island
azo
of
dyes
Crete, where
sealed
he
in a
would
polyester
throw
base.
boulders
The
at
print will not fade,
invaders.
discolor,
But the cool
or
thing is that he
deteriorate for an
had
extended time.
limited intelligence, and he was very much programmed to stay around Crete.
Is this him on the screen here?
Yes, that's Talos.
He's very human, though. He's very, if you hadn't told me this context, looking at these, I would think these were meant to be statues of normal people. I wouldn't have necessarily thought of an automaton.
Yes, so he looks very human-like, and the only thing that really distinguishes him is that he's made of bronze.
So far for historical automata, we've mostly spoken about myths of automata. What examples are there of these actually being realized and machines being built?
So in antiquity, you had a lot of machines that worked on steam and water power. So you had in the Middle Ages a lot of automata that were used in court to entertain people. I think one of the more brilliant examples that I've heard of recently is of someone who made an automata in the shape of a rabbit. This was the 15th century, 16th, I think. A rabbit that could fart fire.
Okay. And what function could that possibly have?
Clearly.
Jesus Malverde is a popular Mexican folk saint known as the unofficial patron saint of drug traffickers. His image can be found on everything from religious figurines, votive candles, keychains and T-shirts. He is sometimes depicted with black hair, a black mustache, and looks a little like Clark Gable with a neckerchief. He was a Mexican Robin Hood-type bandit who stole from the rich and gave to the poor in the Pacific Coast state of Sinaloa. The Hindenburg was about 125 feet in length and had a diameter of 41.2 meters at its widest part around the midsection. It was propelled by 4 Daimler-Benz diesel engines with a capacity of 772.3 kilowatts, 1,050 horsepower, each, and reached a speed of about 130 kilometers per hour. The footage shows the Hindenburg making its final sharp turn to starboard while dropping ballast 3 times before skidding to port and dropping her landing lines. 2 distinct still frames flash to transition between the ground crew scene and the footage of the fire. These appear to be from footage taken earlier of the landing approach, which was edited out of the final reel.